Hey, this is Notser. We're in the Tier 5 Japanese cruiser Furutaka. It has 6 203mm guns, 6 torpedoes, 14 AA defense rating, a surface attack of 10.4 kilometers, top speed, 34.5 knots, total hull 30,700. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main battery, increase main battery accuracy, reduce the chance of flood and fire. For my commander, situation awareness, basic survivability, basic firing training, faster turret, traverse, superintendent, demolition expert, and concealment. We are on the map Big Race, and yeah, I felt like it was time. The Furutaka has not seen this channel in a long time. 10 months? I was looking, yeah, that's a really long time. Now we see an enemy Omaha, we unload HE, I switch to AP because there's just so many broadside targets, I'm hoping for some citadels. Now, previously, the Furutaka was absolute garbage in every way. Turret traverse, the gun handling was awful, but you know what? It's pretty good now. Because I'm taking more advantage of the 203mm guns and AP, you can actually deliver something that a lot of Tier 5 cruisers cannot. Big, damaging citadels, and we're able to do, another delicious citadel on an enemy Königsberg. Total damage, probably around, 11,000 points of damage? Yeah. Someone knocked out his propulsion, so he should be dead in the water if something else bad happens to him. Now, I don't have a shot on him, so I engage the Omaha. And we're using our trick. Oh, nice. So, he's about 5 or 6 seconds away. You 1.5 that, and you get somewhere in the realm of 9 or 10 seconds. Plus, he's a little bit fast, you know. The cruisers at Tier 5 go 34, 35. They're very quick, so you do a lead that is more significant than probably late tier cruisers. And it looks like it's working out pretty good. Yes, it is. Indeed, indeed. Lots of broadside damage, and I didn't want to run into the friendly battleship, who, for whatever reason, is almost stationary. And we're going to try and follow up as he's turning back, but he's able to dodge it. He's like a blade, right? The Omaha is so thin, you could probably stretch out your hands and reach the edge on both sides, right? Just insanely thin. But the friendlies are able to take him out. The battleship is taking most of the fire, so I'm free to do all the damage. And another citadel. 6 citadels. 6 in the first 4 minutes. Now, we're not killing these targets, but we are helping a lot. And one thing that this ship will get you prepared for: the slow turret traverse of the Japanese fleet. It's just one of the things you need to work through. And part of the reason why I did choose to play this ship, I played it today. This is just a couple hours old. 0.5.6 introduces a new hull for the Furutaka. And it basically makes it a mini Alba. Now some will be like, oh, why do I need an Alba? Well, they're going to give you range. They're going to give you maybe better gun handling, the normal things. But yes, the sea hull for the Furutaka is basically the Alba in an A variant, which the Alba's a good ship. I like it. Now, is it as strong as it used to be? Well, no. There's a lot of good ships now. They're making every ship much better, in my opinion, and it shows. Now, this Wyoming, he's showing a perfect broadside. I still have AP loaded. I don't want to take a broadside to these guys. I'm trying to be as neutral as possible whenever they're firing, but he's not the priority. The priority is the Königsberg, and he's backing up for whatever reason. We're going to fire on him and try and finish him off. Friendly fires, misses the opportunity. Well, we don't. We get another citadel. A 757 point damage citadel. Really? I could do like 4,000. Oh, please don't citadel. Oh, that was a citadel. That one hurt. That was mean, Wyoming. And we're going to try and get the superstructure. We don't want an angled side of the hull. It doesn't do a lot. Yeah, it doesn't do a lot of damage. Could have been better. Could have been a lot better. We're doing pretty good up here, but the south is not looking good. We only have A suicidal destroyer? Is that for real? A minikaze? You're in the enemy base in between like 4 or 5 ships. You have no chance. And I'm moving forward aggressively. I wanted to get in position to take out the St. Louis. Maybe he's not expecting it. I don't know. Maybe a player doesn't see people on the minimap. And again, 0.5.6, the minimap. I'm going to talk about it. Don't you worry. Oh boy. They have added a lot of changes to the minimap. And I don't know if it's all good. That's just the way I'll preface it. But the St. Louis, he turns completely 180. Torpedoes ineffective. We're going to try and get to Wyoming, and he wants to get us. So we go back neutral. We pull a full stop, trying to avoid. Nice. That's what I like to see. I think we took 0 damage. Now, I used the port side torpedoes. I still have my starboard side, and I'm going to send them towards Wyoming. Since I'm sending my torpedoes, I'm committed to the idea that those torpedoes will kill the Wyoming. I'm going to try and kill the St. Louis with my guns. Now, that might be aggressive. Yes, it is aggressive because there's some form of understanding that you are going to hit something. You feel so confident in your ability that you're going to ignore it completely. Yeah, that is true. But if you don't play like that, then you're going to find yourself getting overwhelmed quickly. And we take them out. Perfect. Yes. I was afraid I might miss the second torpedo on the back half, but he's just so slow, right? It's a U.S. battleship, low tier. They can't get out of their way. Don't feel sorry for them. My friendly, he's running into a Nikolai, and they're able to avoid the torpedoes together, which is hilarious because the enemy aircraft carrier had an easy torpedo strike on not 1 but 2 people. So the North, completely fine. We're going to head south now. Enemy Kolberg. The Kolberg is the tier 3 German cruiser. It's been a while. It's not really scary. I'm more scared that the 3 torpedo boats, those destroyers, they're completely gone. Where could they be? I did catch sight of one of them somewhere south of our base, so I felt like he was headed there. Oh, okay. I didn't know there was one over by that battleship and that cruiser. I'm going to have to go back for you. Yes. Friendlies take out the Kolberg. Enemy St. Louis. Near max range. Not a good shot. I'm still on a... Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Enemy destroyer is attempting to capture our base. Well, I won't like it. I'm going to fire off some AP. And I'm going to consider, do I want to switch now or do I want to fire off one more salvo? The St. Louis is still really healthy and he's giving me a perfect broadside, but I feel like I need to be ready for anything. So we unload that AP. It's not really going to be that useful. Oh, Clemson. Okay, you're bypassing everything to go for the aircraft carrier. Interesting strategy. Well, we get a little hint of what's to come. There's smoke over there. I don't know why the player used smoke. Maybe they were detected by something, but now they're not. There was no reason to have the smoke. I have the hydroacoustic, which will show me a couple things. They'll show me that he's right there, and also that he's going to send torpedoes. I'm going to try and do our best to avoid it. Okay, here it comes. We got to point our nose towards the torpedoes, fit ourselves in. There appears to be a gap developing, and I think this is going to be good. Yeah, we're cleared. Now remember, middle tier destroyers for the U.S. have torpedoes on both sides. So it was very important that I took him out right there. Otherwise, he would have followed up. And that's just one thing you'll learn while you play. That sort of dies off. And then near the later tiers of the U.S., it's purely a center-aligned torpedo system. I've got to try and help my friend, though. They are in trouble. Oh, wow. How did I hit that shot? That was pure luck. If you're a destroyer, you need to change your course a little bit. There's no excuse for me hitting a shot at 11 kilometers. It's just so easy for the Clemson to maneuver. And just a little bit long. But we're within that range where it is pretty comfortable. Now, Some people were like, how do you fire on a destroyer? Is there any trick? No, not really. It's very hard to engage a destroyer outside of 10 kilometers. That's what I would say first. So within 10 kilometers, I try and line up basically at the edge of the map, edge of the binoculars, sorry, and go from there. The speed of the destroyer, are they headed up, are they headed back, elevate, depress. You can't really use the 2 times. Destroyers turn so much, their speed varies so greatly that it's really hard to get a lead on them. But if you get comfortable perceiving it, it's more off a feeling. We take them out. Oh, that felt good. Yeah, that destroyer that we spotted as we were retreating to protect our base on the northeast side of the map has come forward. He's going to send torpedoes. The friendly battleship that's been moving really slow the whole time, he can't get out of the way, and he takes it. Oh, man. Feel bad for him, but you have to be able to adjust your speed a little bit, plus or minus. You can't just run at half speed all the time. It's very important that you can control your speed. And I'm just going to go straight for this guy. I don't have hydro. I just used my aircraft. Maybe the aircraft will assist in spotting. We're going to do our best to kill him. He did fire his gun. That's why he's detected right now. But clearly, he's holding his fire. His intent is to disappear. And we're just trying to get as much damage as we can before he disappears. And oh, that was a bad shot. That was a bad shot. Ugh. Wish I could take that back, but I can't. And he finally disappears. So, in this situation, how do you pursue a destroyer that has a clear advantage with torpedo systems? Well, I'm going to try and just push him all the way. I'm not going to give him 1 inch. He can't get away based on the border. He has to commit to running away. Otherwise, I will catch him really quickly. And every time that he's not running away, maybe he's angling for torpedoes, he is going to be just slow enough that I am going to catch him and detect him. And that's just how you got to deal with it. You can't be afraid in this situation. The fear is what destroyers feed off of. I'm a main destroyer captain. I feed off that fear of the unknown. You know exactly what is out there. Just be ready to react. And someone's like, hey, I watch it with my son. That's great. That's absolutely great. I love hearing that. I loved playing games with my dad when I was growing up. Granted, I would tell him, don't play the scary ones because I don't like seeing you die, which he thought that was kind of cute. But it's real, okay? We're fighting together. There he is, yep. All right, we were within his detection, obviously, 6 kilometers. So that's a good hint that he sent torpedoes, yes. We get 1 shell that gives us Confederate, which is great. Now, he's already gone back to neutral. He's pulled away. Those torpedoes completely ineffective, and he's probably going to do it all over again. He's probably going to run away, and then he's going to get to the point where he has torpedoes ready to go, and he's going to try it again. But I don't want to be too far away from the edge. He could sneak back around, double back, that sort of thing. But I now have hydro. Hydro lasts pretty long, 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I would wager that having hydro basically guarantees you will not be hit by torpedoes as long as you have it up. So he did it again. Why am I detecting him? He wanted to send his torpedoes, so I pop hydro, and I see the threat, and I'm just a little bit too slow to fit in. I take a significant amount of damage. He pops his smoke, and we have the clear advantage now. He has no way to see us. We have 1 minute left on hydro. All we got to do is rush straight for the smoke, and he's going to die to something he cannot see. And that is the best justice to any destroyer that uses their smoke. We're getting in. It's a low tier, so hydro doesn't have a lot of range, but it still works just fine. There he is. He has no idea where we are. He can't see us. We take him out. We earn high caliber. We earn Kraken Unleashed. This is my press account, of course. I could have played this on my regular account, but I was on my press account trying to play some ships that you haven't seen in a while. and this was one of them. And he's going to try and ram the Hosho is going to Fosho go after that St. Louis. And I don't think the St. Louis likes that. He's like, you know what? No way. Screw that. And he's just going to slide right by. Oh, ole. So close, aircraft carrier. But this game, it went out great. The Furutaka, 7 citadels, that's what you really need to be able to do. Otherwise, this is a pretty generic tier 5. We made use of the torpedoes. It's the entire Japanese cruiser package. This is the first, well, I guess the Kuma is good too, but this is the first standard Japanese cruiser. It teaches you how to play it, the disadvantages of the turret traverse, having long-range torpedoes, 203mm guns that are great for HE and AP, you name it, this is Japanese. We earned Battle Hero because we have it on the press account. Kraken Unleash, High Caliber, Confederate, 5 kills, 2 torpedo strikes, 2,058 base XP. Absolutely blew everyone out of the water in a tier 5 match. We did around 90,000 points of damage. I hope you enjoyed seeing the Furutaka. I certainly enjoyed my time with this ship. I will be sharing 0.5.6 stuff, the mini-map, the new maps, the changes to some of the ships. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.